Stacy the Blackfeather Intuitive, and welcome to Divinely Decked, Tarot and Oracle Reviews done Stacy style. And today I'm really excited to show you a brand new tarot deck that I ordered from Pic du Soleil. And you may have already watched the previous video that I did. I got another deck from her and did a review, I think, a couple of weeks ago. And this is now on the Nightborn Tarot deck. And like, I've been waiting with bated breath to dive into this one and see what it's all about. Picked this up on Etsy and found it really interesting. She offers her decks with a guidebook or without a guidebook. And because it's tarot and seems to follow the RWS, I decided to just get the card deck itself. They are gilded in kind of a matte gold finish, which I think is great. They are coming with a band, which of course I always prefer to plastic, simply because I feel like it doesn't damage the cards when you're opening them. And what I'm absolutely really enjoying about this deck is that it's a little bit of like an oracle style, oracle sized deck rather than a traditional tarot size. So a little bit wider, but definitely the same, I want to say the same length and as a regular tarot deck. So I'm liking that. Loving the quality of these cards. Oh, and I've got two cards sticking together. So let me just unstick them first, because I was like, oh, I'm really loving the thickness of this particular deck. So still loving the quality of it. Not as thick as I would have liked it to be. A little bit thicker than I would say US Games cardstock. As you can see, it does have some sheen to it. And this just looks like a cover card. Now let's see what we've got here. And I can't remember if these were used or new. And Mr. Morpheus is coming over to say hello. Hi. Hi. You're covering up the... Yeah. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right, you guys are lucky. That is my ghost kitty who like never shows up. Ever. So the fact that you're getting my ghost kitty means you're very special. So that's Mr. Morpheus. Okay. So on first glance, what I'm noticing is there's a little bit of like it's not been cut properly. So the quality of the card printing is maybe not so great. I'm seeing some, gold at the edges, but it's not consistent. So it looks like it's uneven. It looks like it's a mistake. Some of the image has been lobbed off. But I will say that the card back image is really pretty. It's not reversible if you like to read reversals. But I will say that, if you don't look too hard, if you don't pay too much attention to it, it's not going to make a huge difference. Let me just adjust my lighting. It does have a sheen to it. So we do get a little reflection. I'm never really a fan of that. Oh, that was another title card. Oh, and another title card. Okay, so she did that in the other deck as well. And I remember just kind of being a bit disappointed with that. Like, you've got the option for these four extra cards. Like, do something with it rather than just slapping the same image on. So, that's just a criticism, I guess, a little... I hate being a critic. Feed forward, right? Like feedback, feed forward, constructive feedback. So let's take a peek here. Ace of Wands. So this is definitely, I want to say, not in order. So this must be a used deck. I thought it was new. And again, the printing is just, the printing of these cards is not great. I'm just going to say that right now. Not great. So I'm a little disappointed in that. Let's switch sides here so that you can see the imagery accurately. Here we have the Two of Wands, Three of Wands. So I thought I was really going to love this imagery because it is that sort of galaxy energy and that galaxy feel. But when I'm looking at these cards, I'm a little disappointed. Everything just feels a bit like almost like cheap or a little bit cheesy. I think the imagery is not particularly crisp. This one's definitely better. Four of Wands. There's crisper energy. We're seeing crisper figures. I love the colors in this deck. And I don't know, maybe it's just me being cuckoo here, but it doesn't feel as crisp to me as this one. It's almost like this is slightly out of focus. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. So I think I had really high expectations of this deck. I really loved the imagery when I saw it on the Etsy shop. And now that I'm looking at it, I don't know, it's a little lackluster to me. Again, everything feels a little out of focus. Maybe I just need to clean my glasses off. Nine of Wands. Loving the colors that are used. I love that they've chosen to use sort of this goldy orange to kind of highlight everything without it being like a super shiny gold. 10 of Wands. This is interesting. It's like they're in a tide pool, standing in a tide pool. Page of Wands. Love the feather. That's a peacock feather. We're seeing all of the astrological stars like Cassiopeia and Orion. Knight of Wands. I do like the font that they've chosen. It's borderless, which normally I like, but I feel like the printing is a little bit off on this one. I'm actually thinking, and I'm usually not a borders girl, I'm thinking that a nice classic black border would have done really well for this. This would have also looked really good on a rose petal finish. And I think maybe that's what is maybe throwing this off, is I think the matte background or a rose petal finish would make these, the details in these images stand out more. Ace of Pentacles. I do like that there's a lot to each card. Each card is busy. So, you know, you can there's a lot on each card that you can be drawn to. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. So it is in some kind of order. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Six. Lots of feathers coming out of here. Seven. 8. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm so sad. This deck is not speaking to me right now. Page of Pentacles. You know, feel free to put in the comments if you're seeing something different, if you're feeling really connected to this imagery. You know, sometimes I think we see things that others don't see. You know, I feel like that's one of the reasons why I love doing this and having these types of videos on my channel, because we can learn so much from one another. And, you know, like, not everything is going to be everybody's cup of tea. But I really, when I saw this imagery online, it looked very different. It was, I don't know, it just looked very different. And now here looking at it, you know, I'm definitely going to work with the deck and see if I, you know, have a different opinion of it in a little bit. But yeah, there's just something about it. It's like they missed a little bit of the mark on it. And I think it's part of it is the quality. Two of Cups. I like that it's two angels. It's interesting. It's weird though. The angels' wings are coming out of their heads. So I don't quite know what that's about. Maybe angelic inspiration. Three of Wands. This one's cool. It's like they're all doing a moon ritual. or a sun ritual. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Yeah, so again, there's just the way that the cards have been cut. It's disruptive to me. And that could just be my Virgo-ness too. Like I'm seeing that the one side is uneven. It's very different to the other side. And it just throws the synergy of the imagery off. 6 of Cups. See, this is interesting too. We have these little cartoon, like a bear and a dog, or 2 dogs. No, a bear and a dog. But they look a little cartoony, but then you see, and they're a little out of focus. But then you see like the figures are more focused. So a little bit of disjointed energy there. 8 of Cups. This is interesting because it's like he's walking towards the cups rather than walking away from the cups, but his path is ending soon. So he'll have to either turn around and go back, or he'll have to forge a new path. 9 of Cups. Fairy wings. Makes me think of fairy energy. 10 of Cups. Well, that's interesting. The hand is it's not a falling star, I guess maybe a shooting star. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. King. Ace. 2. 3. That's kind of a cool 3 of Swords, actually, with the 2 hearts. 4 of Swords. She looks like she's resting comfortably. 5 of Swords. 6. Oh, interesting. She's the only one in the boat. So the boat is the grace, the support, the salvation. Eight of Swords. It's all coming out of the mind. That's interesting. 9 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Page. Knight. Queen. King. Yeah, definitely a cutting problem, a printing problem. Oh, that's so disappointing. Here we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess with a spelling error. Oh no, it's not a spelling error. That's my bad. It's the font. That's odd. And the High Priestess looks a little more like the Empress with all the animals around her. The Empress also has animals around her. The Emperor. Interesting. He doesn't really have a face. The Hierophant. The Lovers. Chariot. Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit. The Strength. Okay, so that's definitely something a little bit off there. And there's no person in the imagery, just the lion. Justice, the Hanged Man. Yeah, that H in between, like the H and then the next letter that it joins, it throws me off. It's like a backwards H. So you see the Hanged Man here, there's a loop that comes around this way, but here it comes around this way. It joins into the other letter, and it throws me off. Death. I don't know if this was a mistake or not, but there's like two kind of holes or stars or something above the D of the death card. Interesting imagery here. I like the use of color. Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, the World, and Judgment. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm really disappointed. I feel that it's the quality of these cards that is, I want to say, kind of creating a barrier to this being a really cool deck. I believe, just this is my opinion, the shinier cardstock, it was not the way to go. Something a little more matte, rose petal, or even just like a sateen, I think would have done the images justice, brought out the colors more. I do feel that there are some cards that they look out of focus. They're blurrier a little bit, and the cutting of the cards and the images is just not good. So I'm really bummed out. But in true Stacey style, we're going to shuffle them up, and if it's something that lights your fire and floats your boat, feel free to put that in the comments. Let me know where I'm wrong, or I'm being harsh, or being too Virgo picky. But we're going to pull a card and see how this deck wants to work with you, if you want to work with this deck. So we just pulled the Judgment card. Okay, that's really interesting. So Judgment is about decisions. It's about making a choice to go from kind of like we talked about actually, we didn't talk about that. Scratch that. Judgment, going from one, kind of graduating from one layer to another layer, one level to another level. Judgment is the decision to say, all right, I've learned the lesson. I've been around the merry-go-round enough times now. I'm ready to move on in my journey. I don't need to remain stuck anymore. I'm ready to move forward. So answering the call. And I feel like this deck wants to help you with answering the call, getting comfortable with something new that's coming forth. And the fact that there's a lot of gold here says that it does want to help you reach your highest potential, to be in whatever your version of the life of luxury is. It really wants to help you in that regard. The fact that the trumpet is being sort of touted, when I'm looking at it, being touted to the left, I feel like it is kind of heralding things from the past to come forth, so that you can deal with them, look at them, and move into something new, a new direction, a new path forward. Just getting that as an intuitive hit. All right, guys, that is our Divinely Decked as part of my Blackfeather Couture Divining a VIP Life series. Even though I'm a little bummed out about this, a little disappointed, I still absolutely love sharing my love of tarot and oracle with you guys. We can't win them all. And, just because I'm not connecting with this right away doesn't mean that you might not. And that's what this community is all about. So thanks so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning about this particular deck, the Nightborn Tarot. And until next time, we will see you on the flip side, and transform well. That's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was great to connect with you guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more content like this. And feel free to follow me on Blue Sky for even more content every single day. Can't wait to see you guys next week for another installment of Black Feather Couture, Divining the VIP Life.